around the initiation on the Bloodseeker with the Rupture. And you might think, oh, he's just going to be able to spin TP away, but that's why you need to be saving that for... The hell does that happen? How does the hell does that happen? The lane. Free to make any kind of defensive rotation to the side lane.
Behold my searing chains.
Does look like Makoto is just snowballing this matchup. 40 to 11. I have to imagine it's a lot of
over here.
He does have about a 400 net worth advantage, but he's looking to utilize the level 6. Unfortunately, it just doesn't lock onto young PH at the moment. Bottom lane, still action. Continuing his job.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Hustler is going to take deep out of the tower. It's up the damage over time thanks to the Iron Shell. And they're going to look to try and defend top as well and get their own kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Once again, not going to cross
Looking for me?
I've been a bit of trouble, but the stunlock is still not showing at the moment as you can see pop.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Over here now.
Chains last second. It's still ruptured up the roll, so just has to stand his ground and man fight. They need to offer some blockade for the Storm Spirit to be inevitable.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Hostile still, even if they go off the wall with one just get the kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Completely out of mana. I think Cost is fine.
Actually, this is why Lion's not the Chow sort of hero. Well, actually,
Radiant's
good use of
middle
the mana
tower
drain
is
there,
under
but
attack.
He can't continue to move on forward. Flames, you know, the Ember Spirit can't be relied on for your Bloodseeker to support.
No place.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Control still continuing to lack. Neon just don't feel safe to take these fights. Hasn't shown up. I know it's just teetering on the edge of the fight, and it's been all Yangon the past couple of minutes.
Just completely ignoring any kind of S.E.A, Spirit Breaker and Januel, but it's going to be underneath an Observer Ward, so that should have been pinged out. PH is kind of walking into danger a little bit here.
The target range looks like they're going to go for both.
The rune of regeneration bonded.
In the tank with it the moment, so it's going to be cautious. You
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Over here.
2-for-1 to start the fight. They've got the initial stun onto Makoto, but he's actually going to make the turn and clean up the bench.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Powerful at the moment, recognizing that the lack of
Dire's
stuns is a bit of an
structures are
issue.
fortified.
Especially against someone that's got that flame gun max.
Strike my arrows.
No. Nearly got gone on there. He's going to avoid the silence just in time with the healing ward, keeping him somewhat healthy. You see a lot of anxious on that here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Here I am.
To lock in the Spirit Breaker, but nonetheless it is a 3-4 Neon. A team fight they were very much needing to bring themselves back into this.
The other way.
They're going to look for a smoke, young PH. The one on the front line is already in perfect position to be able to swap in the nick of time, which we will do so. But the back into the answer. Perfect setup for the Nether Strike as well, just in the time of the range. But young PH is still actually looking to go deep on the back line. Simultaneously unknown. He's ruptured up. He's going to try and play around with the Omni Slash, which will secure the kill, but they're going to be cautious because the Blood Right finds the silenced. So locking the Storm Spirit a 2-for-2. There's a very messy fight from either team.
Just felt like without the Storm Spirit, like they had some good chain lockdown onto the Ember as well. They were able to clean up another kill. Without the Storm Spirit, you don't have the damage to take out this Ember, and it feels like now twice that they've attempted to go for that. Eventually, Makoto zips in and tries to join, but great use of the hook shot, Rod of Atos, Blood Right to make sure you're able to lock him down and kill him in return. But I've seen onto the Bloodseeker. Might end up going through young PH. Actually, they've got vision for the hook shot to land.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Hustler.
attack.
So let's see how we can get involved here.
Another
He's just
hook
going to get
shot.
ripped apart. Now Young PH still having a pretty free fight. I say that, Januel. The bash is out for Unknown. They've got the control. Zorain too late to offer any protection with the swap already on cooldown. But still, there's no spin for Unknown. A little bit too late in that regard. So once again, a very messy team fight is raided. They'll clean up and they still have to venge if they want to go back for Roche. Januel just hiding in a nook. They'll get the vision. He's on top of the skellies though. Oh my
Radiant's
god.
middle tower is under attack.
Dying for him isn't the worst. Is he trying to die?
Oh, I might just... Makoto's like, huh? I just got 2 kills. What's going on? They're not going to get the Aegis. Do they still want to fight? I mean, they don't have Unknown right now, which is a lot of your damage. And now Xiao Yu's swapped back into the midst of it all. So... a timed, untimed, however you want to call it for Makoto, he gets 2 kills, but not the Aegis, the granddaddy prize. And Januel is also going to be the constellation here, as Yangon will make it a triple for Hao. What do you... Okay, went the Blade Fury DPS on Unknown.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're going to try and start the fight at the Aegis on Klinks. I mean, you have to get Zorain. Yeah, you're going to charge down Klinks, but now instantly Lun, along with the Venge, is going to offer some protection. What a vacuum! Army/slash combination of ridiculous synergy from Neon will cut down 3. You still have to go into the Aegis advantage, but it looks like it's not going to matter, as Hao will just try and mount Sun retreat. Young PH as well needs to scramble away. Makoto, Arcane Rune to boot. How long do they want to stick around?
You know, he's going to charge through onto this Vengeful Spirit again. I'm not sure if he has the follow-up, although maybe now that Lon looked to miss that hook shot there.
They're
You've
coming
got Storm Spirit
behind.
looking to come in.
Yeah, Omni/Slash solely used on Hao. Do they have the damage to go through the Klinks at the moment? The Venge isn't offering any assistance, but as soon as the Satanics popped, Unknown needs to retreat to safety. He's getting poked down slowly. They'll turn with the bash. Needs a secondary one. It's not going to find it. So a 2-for-1, a buyback for Januel. That's going to be a dieback. It's a very key component. You need as many stuns as you can get right now.
Just wanting to get those overload bounces proccing immediately.
Oh my god, Storm, does he go for it? Okay. They're actually going to take the fight. Asa. Heroes coming in the wing. Zipping as well onto multiple heroes. You got to be careful now because the follow-ups come with all the AoE damage. And it comes out just like that. 2 heroes down, Unknown. He's super far on the backline. He needs assistance and he needs it now, but they've deserted him. Unknown's still looking at man fight, swap away, rupture, bleed damage is enough. It's a big kill on top of the Juggernaut. They've kind of given away too many from Yangon, so maybe Neon can stick around. They're actually going to just feed away Januel's. The rest of Neon, they're content with what they've got to delay the Aegis.
You would just end up going the Swift Slash build because there's a little bit of that extra window, extra cast range.
Bloodseeker. Far pushed up, he's got heroes in the backline. Zorain, does he want to commit the swap just to keep the Bloodseeker alive? It looks like he will. Young PH, he recognizes his job, though, instantly hunting the backline as they lose out of the line. But this is not the start of the fight that Neon were looking for. They need the instant 1-2 punch through the team fight, but Unknown, he hasn't been able to retreat to safety. They need to refill the resources on Storm so he can get back in the midst of it all. It looks like Unknown's A-okay. Who forced out the buyback? Xia did, Skill A did, and Hustler did as well.
2 for 1. Got to be careful on Makoto here. He's got the last little bits of the double damage, but can't be getting caught out in the bad spot. He actually gets a Timeless Relic. Really effective for this Aghanim Scepter build-up that he's going for.
Hustler.
This would be a dieback.
Can't lose anyone at this stage of the game. Makoto will make an attempt, drag back to the low ground. They'll blow up the clockwork. Young PH is very far away from the team now, but the Hex, they've got the initial control with the bash coming up before he dies on the Spirit Breaker. That's enough. They'll find a huge kill, but what's it going to cost them as Hal's still pushing them further and further back inside the base.
Although the fact that Young PH is gone does remove a lot of the initiation aspect to these team fights, so I feel like they're not going to lose too much in the form of objectives. No Aegis either.
They got to go before they get up.
Oh, I guess. I mean, you still have a 4v3 situation. Feels a little antsy though. I feel like, again, Storm Spirit on the high ground is pretty damn effective.
Instant swap, stun, only onto Zorain. Maybe if they can target down with Eventual Spirit. Oh, the Omni Slash tanked up through the Creep Wave and Unknown. Minimal damage at best. He's ruptured up. Seems to be no escape. He's going to try and play around with the Healing Ward. Lotus Orb, is it actually going to be enough? But how? So much attack range. He can just siege through from afar. They even push back Genuel to the cogs, but it has to be the Makoto show. It always will and always might just be. As the Storm finds one, is at least able to get out to safety, but you force the buyback onto Unknown.
Focus the Venge, man. Like,
you have to.
Kill it once, you kill it twice. It's not massively tanky, right? Like, he doesn't have a ton of net worth as they're looking to go for a bit of
Makoto's
a...
huge. Zorain, his illusion, 20 seconds left. Hustler's in trouble. You can't feed away any kills. Makoto jumping, but he doesn't have the resources. Once again, the mana completely expended. Makoto's in trouble! And he's down. Yangon, 100-second window now where they can end this game, but Xiaoyu's not going to give them the opportunity! The wall! Multiple heroes, finger of death as well! How's in trouble? Oh my god! Young PH now. Maybe he can play around with the remnants. Bashed last second, he's out. Oh my!
Oh, Xiaoyu's the savior for the team. Made every single one of these engagements. Like, he's only got the Blink Dagger, I believe. So, if he's able to pick up some kind of item, some kind of defensive capability for himself... Oh, Hustler.
They got Gem. He needs to pass this off, I feel like. Wait. Hustler? Did they not see him? Okay, Rupture wasted. 3-on-3 at the moment. Another incredible wall onto multiple heroes. Now you got all the way AoE damage with the spin. Again, it's the Xiaoyu show. Screw Makoto. Let's have the Darkseid be the MVP. Fight after fight. He plays right now, and you know exactly where Dire are. Makoto's actually hiding out of the wing right now. I think they just got vision. He's got a ward on the high ground. Makoto just gonna zip out, but they got the vision for the charge. He's actually back in. Hasn't found an able with the vortex, so trying to obliterate with the backline. Young PH to target with the air disc will give him some protection once again. The back wall, full lane completely down. They're all trapped on Yangon. They're getting surrounded. How is still going to try and stand his ground with the BKB pop. They'll deal with the Darkseid, but still, you got to be cautious. Now with the Clink's BKB expiring, the Omni Slash is out. How's in trouble as well. Will give him some of the safety to the northern side, but How's still not going to live. They'll be able to bring him down successfully. Mass buybacks coming to the fray. Zorain. I feel like you got to play really far in the backline here. You cannot give Neon an opportunity with Ember down for 20. He doesn't want to force the buyback, but he might have to now. Makoto trying to poke and prod. Lon's actually going to look to jump in, but instantly the protection coming through. Makoto will dodge the A-Tots, but the initial Hex is out. But once again, Xiaoyu to safety, it's not enough. Makoto is down without a buyback. Young PH is going to force his own. They'll look to heavily penalize Neon, condemning their own positioning, but they're going to be cautious because I know DD popped as well, but now he himself has compromised his own position. A Blade Fury, but he's got no answer. You have to hope he has a buyback, and he does. But Neon have just given a huge opportunity for Yangon to walk it down, and Genuel, he's going to get caught out as well. The Straggler's punished.
I feel like you can make that play on Makoto if you've got buyback, but it's a pretty big deal. Man, they have 4 ruptures now. Refresher Orb picked up by the Bloodseeker.
Oh, they've caught out the Darkseid. That's a huge target. Xiaoyu's been such an X-factor in the fights. They're going to try and prioritize him to bring him down. Can they do so? Somehow the wall. But he still will at least fall. No buyback as well. Meanwhile, Unknown. Rupture, they're just completely kiting the Jug. He needs some protection coming through. Makoto, does he want to reveal himself? Bringing on forward with the Zap control, it's enough. The Omni Slash, plenty of damage, they'll kill the Clinks. No buyback available. Somehow Unknown was able to have a fight even throughout the Rupture. They're going to try and target down Skilly. Young PH haven't been controlled as well, but now Unknown as a free final jump on forward. Bashes up the Bloodseeker. Makoto's going to look to clean up as well with Luna. No buybacks available.
The base is getting sieged a little bit here. Hustler has to play tower defense, but that might have just been it. You know, the only hero in the game right now that has buyback is the Storm Spirit, and Makoto holding onto the cheese in the backpack. Don't know how crazy I am about cores that do that, because you're probably going to go down without any kind of way.
I think they pushed too fast.
I mean, he's cutting waves here on Young PH,
but
doing his
getting
best.
pushed in. They have to wait until the bottom lane's pushed into his glyph. Well.
Nope.
Oh, they still got range creeps too. Bloodseeker's up in 20. See young PH. I mean, it's a tough task for such a young man. 1 tier 4 down, second of full. Bloodseeker and 10. I think they know they've got it.
You gotta commit your life.
I think they know they've got it, Neon.
Radiant's ancient
There's no defense. They'll just chainlock him down, and Neon should be able to take it down. Refresher as well. The controller's there. The throne's gone, and a 60-minute victory. Going on.
Yeah.
All we could have done is just checked his item. And we would have been okay. My brain would have just been.
But like you said, how his performances have been relatively solid.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I feel like they're playing off tilt right now. I cannot think of another reason why they would swap the roles.
That's twice now that he's actually been able to knock him out of the air. This time around with the spear. And that'll be the first blood. It's S.E.A picking it up. But
I thought it'd come sooner.
Lun as well's dead. Not
Skill
like
wouldn't
this.
have died.
Not like this. Oh no.
Got to kind of try and get some value out of that Boundless. Yeah, eventually uses it into the laning stage. Sorry, into the creep wave.
His form pretty low here, Xiaoyu. Looks like he will end up dropping as well top. So skill A. Very nicely done. Pick up his first kill of the game. Tread's already completed, and yeah, he will be working to the Echo Saber. I don't know if you do that, then you're spending a lot of your gold on Clarity, Shenuel. Just want a little bit of farm, guys. Leave this man alone. Help, team, please. Assistance, they're diving me. Hustler will show. They'll get a retribution kill. Might just cost Hustler his life, but it's with boots, he's speedy enough. Meanwhile, top lane, skill A, he actually finds a kill on top of Xiaoyu.
Surprising there, he was brought down really low. So, and the glimpse straight back from Makoto. Always have to be careful with your positioning, buddy.
Oh no, Zul range? Okay, won't get in range. See the TP on
Mars. Set up for the
Mars.
spear here.
Swap back,
nice
damage
swap.
mitigation now, and skill A. It's A-okay, but guess who's farming? It's unknown. Would like to give him some farm, but maybe he can even find a little bit after using the first finger of death of the game to burst through the Templar Assassin. Lun's nearby. The zap down, bye-bye young PH. So still drop the arena. It'll hold him back. Makoto's got to be cautious. Even Howard looking to get involved as well, but Makoto is able to get a little bit of distance away. Now they can turn to clean off Hustler, but Xiaoyu the backstab. He's got the Ravage at the ready. Makoto does need some assistance, but it looks like still the damage is not available right now with the dual support on Yangon. Tornado won't even need it as Makoto still claims the kill thanks to the tick out.
As he finishes off farming this ancient stack. So we'll see if he's able to look to connect through, of course, just the 1 point in the lucky shot on how.
This is a big kill on the Gyrocopter, top of the net worth.
This would be Roche.
Yeah, no one's nearby as well. Alright, Desolator picked up.
Just looking to push out the top wave first on how.
Already have very
I
good
definitely
vision
look to
nearby.
convert. I still would do it. No Gyrocopter, where's your damage coming from?
They're gonna lose out Lun. Nice swap. Okay, Sunstrike. Not on the mark. How much has he got in Exort at the moment? Okay, he's got 3 points.
And the regen just spawning right in front
Yes,
of him.
sir. They're pushing on. They don't have to. Jesus Christ. Go for
They
it.
do have the damage.
4 points wave. Deso, Meld maxed out.
The thing is, they've taken a fair bit of time to move forward towards this, though. So, with the vision that Radiant have, they've seen that it's happening. Sure, they use the arena, but you do have the Ravage available. You've got Gyrocopter, who's looking to connect now, and he still is a good amount of damage for these team fights.
Off to the side, they've got Hal.
Pango first.
They need every single hero for this roast. They're committing forfeit Xiaoyu. The blink reel with the meatball combination landing onto all 3 heroes. They'll try and lay down the static storm to give them some crowd control to pick up Roshan, but no one can hit it right now. Young PH will just snatch the ages. But can they get out of dodge here afterwards, or do they want to stick out on Yangon? Xiaoyu once again blink into the middle of the fray, but they don't have any damage left, and the tank is Hao. He's still going to charge up the Rolling Thunder, but there is no answer. Is there even... Ooh.
What are you buying back for? The Roche fight is done. Your team is dead. Your ultimates are used. And that's just...
Radiant's top tower.
His zone as well. Unknown. BKB completed. Oh, there's the jump. There's the reveal. Straight on top of Templar Assassin. Now he's got heroes behind him. They need to lay down some protection, but there is none. Monkey King brought back previously, and now it's going to be a dieback as well. So his game is gone. As Neon... I mean, this is quite the advantage they now have. Hustler, a jump on the back line. Doesn't look like there's a follow-up, but it's got to be the young PH show now.
She'll at least have the BKB to be able to contest against this, but I just feel like it's just the weight of everything. Zorain caught out again.
He just wants the Ags, man. He just wants space, time, and farm, and he won't get neither of them.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're even smoking up as well. They found young PH. What a movement from Neon. You'd never expect that. Such a fast-paced play. Oh, they're all cylinders clicking, it looks like, in this game.
Bottom tower is under attack.
My thanks.
I love Hustler's use of the chat wheel. It's always just banter with his teammates. Not looking to use it in an aggressive manner. Just giving the old thanks to Makoto for not dealing with the range creep so he can be back up to full mana again and ready to assist his team with the push forward. Although skill 8, I mean, he's trying to make a solo pick off here onto Hustler. It feels like the only hero that he can kill at this stage of the game.
What's the opposite of regicide?
Makoto? Oh, Xiaoyu. Blinking Ravage. I don't care about the Wukong control. They'll break down the 1. And do they have detection? That's another question.
They can just stand on the spot and keep anchor smashing him.
Oh, Lun. It's a hard life to live.
It's honestly getting to the point where you just sell the Windlace on the bench so that you can have this Aghanim Scepter. He's fine.
He's so tanky. He's got Satanic as well. Alacrity to amplify him, and all the damage you initially output is completely evaporated. Genuel, that might just put them in the grave. What a cataclysm. On to 3. Lun as well, the sole survivor, but they're going to make sure he doesn't get away. Sentry job, they'll make it a 5-man wipe as Neon up the high ground they go. Potentially a second full set if they stick around.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Unknown is even just thinking about brute forcing forward. They feel the power surging through their veins. They're looking to finally put in the grave, beat into submission as they'll KO 2. Zorain the next on the agenda. Unknown, he still got BKB, Satanic, given the passive lifesteal that's always coming through thanks to the side Gunga. This is just the obliteration of one 5-man roster.
Another big Ravage.
Another huge Ravage, multiple heroes. They don't care about towers, tier 4s or nothing. A swap will give them 1 kill. They need 5 more of them. And young PH. Oh, I mean, they're going to look to buy back. His BKB is on cooldown. They'll zap him into the grave. Unknown will push forward for more. Try and make it a dieback. This has been a masterclass execution, though, from Neon on in this second game. As they just don't have the damage to go through. Pango a dieback once again, like we saw earlier. And finally, the Gs are dropped. As Neon will continue with the trend. The team on the left, 2-0ing.
Radiant victory.